Hi, Mike Kennedy with you. I have no sympathy for arsonists. This thing with, people don't like Musk, so they're firebombing his cars in different places, dealerships and stuff. One guy keyed a car, and of course there's a camera on him the whole time, so, he got caught. And then they caught this other woman. She was scratching up a car she thought was a Tesla, but it wasn't. But you look at the crime of arson, and it's like, okay, there's usually a huge amount of financial loss. And people can say, oh, the insurance company will pay for that. No one ends up being hurt. Well, the insurance company does, and you do eventually. What happens is, as claims are paid out, rates are increased. So the next person that comes along and has a business and wants, insurance, their insurance is going to be a little higher. So it's all connected, and we end up paying for it in the end. And so you have the horrible financial thing that happens, but what about the safety? I mean, are you 1,000,000,000% sure that fire isn't going to kill someone? Once you start a fire, it's, a minute later, you can't say, oh, I take that back, I'll undo it. The things involved in flames, whether it's a car or a truck or a house or whatever, and you can't just stop it, especially if you're the one who started it. You don't have a fire truck with you. And so you have the potential to actually, kill someone from the fire you started. And also, there's a possibility that first responders could be seriously injured or killed. So it's like, it's wrong on so many levels. It's just people getting, they're so offended by everything that Musk said that they go out and do this horrible crime. And I guess they've got 5 people now that have done this. They've, we're back into the part of the country that used to be like, you arrest criminals and you charge them for their crimes. And they're saying they might get as much as 20 years. And, I think that's fair, because you don't know what you're doing when you start a fire. So many things can go wrong. It's just a horrible crime. And, you have to persuade other people that are thinking of this that they better not think about it, because they might get caught. And, some of the people that are doing this are, what can I say, they're really kind of stupid. Or at least, I won't say they're stupid. We'll take that backward. I'll say they're too emotional. They're too emotional to think clearly. They have this hate or whatever that's built up into them, and they have to just act without thinking. And so they go somewhere that's plastered with security cameras and commit a crime online, basically. And it's like the picture goes around, that person has seen that person, and that photo on the internet is going to be recognized. So it's a stupid crime too, because you are actually allowing someone to film you committing the crime. That's never good. But they could get, like I said, maximum sentence of 20,000. No, not 20,000, excuse me. 20 years. I guess there is some financial thing too. There can be a fine too, but they'll probably go for really high sentences for these people, because we want to discourage other people from doing it. In other words, if Biden starts a graham cracker company, and I don't like Biden, I don't have a right to go burn his factory down. Graham crackers. I don't know where that came from. But just that idea that, just because someone offends you doesn't give you the right to become violent about it and to harm property and possibly take lives as well. And like I say, the people that are in the fire that might be there, you might not know. For all you know, there's some homeless guy sleeping in a car or in a corner somewhere, or a night watchman might be there that he gets hurt. And definitely when the fire department comes, this could be a potential for them being, seriously injured or killed. So expect to see some really high sentences in years for this. And I don't know. I think the country's smarter now. We're going to not let a BLM type thing happen where people feel free to just destroy property and, and kill people. That's just not the way it's going to be, at least for the second term of Trump. Bye.